Welcome to Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. One of, if not my favorite, Pokemon game in the whole series. That was Brooke, your co-host for this game. Alright, new name. Spent hours on this deciding ahead of time. We're going with Wub Wub. Shadowlugia looks so cool. I think it'd be cool if all the shadow Pokemon in this game had a different look to them, but... Alright, now we get to see who our starter Pokemon is, and it's Salamence. Luckily, even if you don't know what you're doing, you just mash A and you win this battle. You'd have to actively do something dumb to lose. Nah, that's just a simulation training that our boy Wub Wub does. Alright, Wub Wub. That will do for today. That was well played. You have amazing skill. Yeah, I do. You handled that big Pokemon with aplomb. Took command of it almost as if it was like your Eevee. Don't you think it's time to consider with someone other than Eevee? Yes. It's time to evolve my Eevee into Espeon. Good suggestion. That's a good Eevee stats. So I may have, this may be the second recording of this. But my first Eevee had 5 less special attack than this. Literally the minimum possible for an Eevee. Meaning Espeon would have been terrible. I don't even need to check anything else. That special attack is good enough. Like, I've never reset this for stats, but that's not acceptable. Hello, Wub Wub. You done training for now? You must be tired. I'm tired. Oh, it's so tiring being old. I paraphrase what he said. A lot of people talk. Is that I think this is your mother? May not be your mother. Oh no, this looks like your mother. Ah, Wub Wub. You finished training. Got Professor Crane. Heard your battling skills have improved dramatically recently. That's outstanding, Wub Wub. I don't think I'd stand much of a chance against you. Wish everyone wouldn't drown them with such gushing praise all the time. My son and daughter will become spoiled rotten. There's nothing to worry about. Both Wub Wub and Jovi are wonderful kids. You know, Wub Wub actually fits in with the sister name of Jovi. This game also just has ridiculous trainer names and whatnot, which is lovely. Our first task is to go find Jovi. They're working on a big secret project right now. Left the PDA for us. So I remember getting so lost in this lab, and I think there's only like 4 floors. There's up and down over here, and then up and down on the left side of the building. It's Wub Wub's room, but lately his kid sister appears to have the run of the place. Hey, there's something on the desk. What purpose is that little basketball goal up there serving? Like, this also must be an incredibly tall room. Adon was playing hide and seek with Jovi. If you play this game at home, you can use this video as a guide, because knowing exactly where to go and who to talk to at the beginning is so confusing for me as a kid. Oh, hi, Wub Wub. So she's gone off to Dr. Kamiko? I will need to actually read the name. I call him just Kamiko, I think. Something big must have happened. Maybe a dark shadow legendary Pokemon stealing a ship out of the water. Oh my goodness, it's a dark shadow legendary Pokemon stealing a ship out of the water. All right, what is... Yeah, okay, Kaminko. I like his little... I like the look of this protagonist better. Maybe because it's a kid, and I just was more my age when I first played this game. Whereas the other guy looks like he's already an adult. This is like the other Pokemon games. You're some random kid who saves the world. Time for one of the best characters in the game. Maybe not best, but one of the characters of the game. You must be a burglar. Chobin will put you straight. Don't you move. Chobin is the name, and Chobin is the #1 assistant to Dr. Kamiko. Chobin is only assistant, so Chobin has to be #1 assistant. Hopefully my singing will be synced up this time. This game, I would say, has even better battle music than Pokemon Coliseum. It reuses some of them, I think. Maybe a lot. I couldn't tell you. There's so many in Pokemon Coliseum. Wub Wub got $150 for mugging Dr. Kamiko's #1 assistant. You made Chobin angry now. Even though Chobin lost, you're still not going to pass Chobin. Closer observation reveals that the subject is a child. Ergo, the subject is not a burglar. Because no child can steal things. We know that. You're Wub Wub? Chobin apologizes. Hey, it's Jovi. I've never really questioned why her entire legs are blue. Yeah, I got lost. Joey thought so. Big brother, you look dependable, but then you make silly mistakes. This big house is Dr. Kamiko's. Dr. Kamiko's job is to make incredible inventions. There's a whole bunch of neat machines. Wub Wub, you are the girl's older brother? Sometimes she comes here. She wanders around everywhere. Children finds it hard keeping an eye on her. I would definitely read more of this story than Pokemon Colosseum. I'll be taking this one much slower and doing much more. Dr. Kamiko's inventions are #1 in the world. Chobin's choice is this. Ta-da! The unhealthy sandals. The insole is studded with lumpy nodes that fail to stimulate every pressure point in a fabulous way. Wearing these, and Chobin will guarantee painful feet and chronic worsening of your health. Chobin thinks it's superlative. There are a lot. Dr. Kamiko's inventions are #1 in the world. Chobin's choice is this. Ta-da! The power-draining light bulb. At first glance, it's an ordinary sort of plain light bulb, but it positively gulps electricity at 10 times the usual rate. Keep using this and the electricity bills will grow shockingly. It won't be easy to find out why. Chobin thinks this is dazzling. Do one more. The superpowered jet vacuum cleaner. Whenever it sucks up, it blows out the rear using powerful jet propulsion that shreds dust into fine particles. The more you vacuum, the more your rooms get covered in an invisible coat of dust from corner to corner. Chobin thinks this is splendorous. Ah, big brother, this is a fine drawing. Going home already? But you just got here. Jovi gets it. Jovi has to show you how to go home. A lot of people are talking in third person. Jovi will take you home. Mimi, let's go home with big brother. +1 Minun, the way they move is just so happy. Do you say anything if we talk to you? Can we go in here? Not yet. There's one other area. Can we go in here? Nope. We'll be back. Dear Wub Wub. Can we change our alert tone? I don't think so. Doom-ba-da-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. No, Mommy, you don't understand. Big brother was lost, so Jovi brought him here. Jovi weren't there. Jovi bets he'd be crying by now, saying he can't go home. Right, big brother? Wub Wub, thanks for finding Joby. Let's go find Professor Crane. Now you have to find Professor Crane. Which he's not here, so you talk to him. And for, I don't know why. I think you just have to go up the elevator, then right back down the elevator, and then there he is. So, like, so confusing as a kid. I may have been a dumb kid, though. Not like my super intelligent adult self. Has Aiden said anything to you about the snag machine? Yes. So we're developing the machine to steal people's Pokemon now. We're the bad guys. Oh yeah. I like this snag machine so much more. We didn't make this to steal Pokemon indiscriminately from trainers. Wub Wub, you've heard of Shadow Pokemon, haven't you? Yes, I have heard of Shadow Pokemon. And they're making a resurgence. So this game actually takes place in the exact same universe. Just like 3 years later or something. Look at it. This snag machine just looks so sleek. I forgot that he actually says, let's go up to the battle sim room. Spoiler, we're not going up to the battle sim room. Lots happening. Quite proud of the name Wub Wub, I'm not gonna lie. Well, he's dead. Oh, he's dead. Why has he got a little, like, swirl in his hips? They got a little dance going on. Move it. We don't have any time. Don't want to be hurt? Hustle yourself into the car. Spy maps. Boy, it'd be sure convenient if this was a shadow Pokemon. Oh my golly. It's a shadow Pokemon. The Aura Reader is responding. That's a shadow Pokemon. Throw a Pokeball at it. I bet. This Teddier says 11 plus level. I still don't know why they do it. It's the same mechanic as the first game where they don't get experience until you purify them. But they put a plus on the level. Was it a snag? That's big news. The snag machine exists again. I wonder where our other protagonist is in this universe, or in just this game. Well, in 3 years, he's got to be somewhere. Actually, I think it's maybe been like 10 years. We will meet some people that were in the other game. They took the professor away. Don't cry, Jovi. I'm sure Professor Crane won't die. You promise? We've contacted the police. Still can't believe this is happening. Professor Crane predicted that someone would try to make shadow Pokemon. His prediction was on the mark. Wub Wub, the Teddy Ursa, probably isn't the only shadow Pokemon. When the Purify Chamber is complete, we'll be able to save many shadow Pokemon at the same time. But Professor Crane is crucial to this project. Without him, there's nothing we can do. Cue the music. Let's complete it. We'll finish the Purify Chamber ourselves. Lily, the director's not here, but it's hopeless. Remember? We're on the verge of finishing. Not time to feel sorry for ourselves. Pick yourselves up by your bootstraps and get it done. We'll be spending quite a bit of time in that room to the right when it's done. Wub Wub, you came at the right time. Can you go to Gatian Port? Sure. Jovi knows the part shop, and next door is the Emily's house. Can Jovi go? Let's go, Jovi. Jovi's adorable. Both of them are adorable. Jovi's on an important mission, and he just gives us, like, tutorial stuff, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Crane memos. You know, I'll look at them, because I don't remember what they say in the slightest. I don't know if I've ever read them. Are victims of criminals who use them for misdeeds. They must be taken from their bad masters and protected. Okay. Yeah, unforgivable. Steal Pokemon. Okay, yeah, it's just not important. Close and never read another one. So, one reason I love this game way more than Coliseum is you start at level 10 rather than 30. So adorable! Whack. Ouchies, Jovi fell down. he is definitely roided up. Look what you've done. You messed up the happening look of Zook, the coolest, baddest, and most happening guy around. Everyone talks themselves in third person. Sorry doesn't begin to cut it. It looks like you're a trainer. With his shadow Pokemon. That's quite enough of that. Pokemon aren't meant to be used in such a manner. Choose your time and place. Mr. Varric, perhaps I should. That was that. His power comes from a level 44 Alakazam with Psychic. Should I give chase? No, that won't be necessary. You won't come back. Leave him be. Let us be on our way. He's such a good guy. Thank you. Oh, that hardly deserves such gratitude, my little lady. We only did what had to be done. Nothing more. All right, now we get to ignore the plot for a while. Oh, well. Jovie! Big Brother was there too, so nothing bad happened. Big Brother, Jovie's assistant today. You must be Jovie's brother, Wub Wub. Hi, Jovie's big brother, Wub Wub. That elderly gentleman's name is Mr. Varric. He comes here by boat with his 2 assistants occasionally. There's something mysterious about him, don't you think? He's supposed to be fabulously wealthy. Rumors like that give me shivers. I'm hoping to become a novelist. Whenever I come across anything mysterious, try to imagine a story around it. Maybe an entire game. Anyways, be careful in this town. There's lots of rough customers about. And we're about to go beat them all up. Is it here where... Yeah. So... I guess this is another thing that if you don't know, you're just gonna have an Eevee. You talk to this guy. Of all the Pokemon in the world, the one I found to be most interesting is Eevee. Now, Eevee is a unique Pokemon. It can evolve into 7 different kinds of Pokemon you see. No, wait, 8. There's only 5 in this game. So, there's a Moon Shard and a Sun Shard for these 2. Alright, so you can choose any Eevee you want, or Eeveelution. We're of course going the us. Always, forever. And because our Eevee loves us, it'll evolve relatively soon. So I just want to show off some different things. Come over here, you can fight this dude. Navigator Burke. So there's a lot more shadow moves in this game. Oh wait, can I see? This game you can rearrange moves in battle. And shadow moves are way more interesting, if not actually less useful, because they are super effective against all non-shadow Pokemon. But they're also just weaker, it seems. Well, power-wise, they are weaker until much later in the game. But I do just like the shadow moves better in this game. You no longer get the increased crit chance when they go into hyper mode. Hyper mode's been replaced with reverse mode. When the shipping's traffic down this much, there's not much we sailing men can do except sit around and mope. Isn't that right, matey? I'd say so, matey. When everyone's scared witless of going out to sea, if there's some guy leaving port on some super luxury cruiser, that's a surprise, matey. I'd say so, matey. It takes someone really rich, and I don't mean just rich, but like stinking rich to have a cruiser that gorgeous. Don't you agree, matey? I'd say so, matey. When someone's talking, you should be paying attention. Isn't that right, matey? I'd say so, matey. Ah. I don't think there's really anything in here. You've been buying drinks and food for everyone here. Hey, look, he's right here. I was merely putting a fool in his place. Such a good guy. Love Mr. Varric. I do remember there being some item in here somewhere. I don't remember. Krabby. Krabby. Don't you mean my crabby cup of Krabilly and Krabetti are energized for a great show. Interesting. We're the veteran act of the Krabby Club. No item that I saw, though. Unless... Can't go on stage. We'll take our time and actually explore all the buildings and whatnot. Like... I don't think I've ever... Or I won't say ever, but... My past 2 or 3 playthroughs, I've never gone in this shop. You know, I don't remember it necessarily being that important, but I always like to buy a couple antidotes and paralyzed heals in every game anymore. Aw. Got Munchlax. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, that's... Were you always there? That's the guy that gives you a potion. Is there someone in every Pokemon game that gives you a random potion if you talk to them? I want to say no, but... I feel like it wouldn't be that difficult to get one of those machines on a boat. But maybe it requires like too much electricity or something. Can we talk to you? What would be the closest real world equivalent of a Pokemon Center be? Like, it really just seems to be kind of a casual place. Like, they have books, rest areas, place to heal your Pokemon. I would almost want to say like library, cafe, maybe. In Sun and Moon, absolutely a cafe is what the vibe is. Did I haven't been able to name my Eevee yet, have I? I'll need to change that sometime. All right, time to move on. I've wasted enough time because we got some fun stuff. Do I just go here? Also, These bridges are like have so many OSHA violations. There are guardrails on part of it though. All fixed. You want to talk to me? Yeah, the part shop is... No, this guy's chill. Where's Grandpa? He's gone off to Dr. Kaminko's. When my grandpa gets excited over some mechanical things, he's off like a shot. Never mind the shop or his grandson. Me. I'll find the machine part for you. Come over to our shop. You hear? And Grandpa should be so lucky to have a caring grandson like is be. So I don't actually remember this house over here being significant. I think there might just be an item in here. Are you the item? This is a cozy little house. There's an island far from the coast of Gatian Port. It's surrounded by vicious ocean currents, however, so no one can go near. Yeah, it's just a little house over here. This guy's dialogue is very interesting. Also, I don't know why he's just over here. A battle with a feisty lad is to be savored. Casual guy... Sile? But he has a shadow Pokemon. Let's try just chucking a Pokeball. So there's no Pokeball glitch in this game. Oh, Teddiursa already has Lick. You can see the bar's going on real fast. Part of me wants to try to use different Pokemon this game than I normally do. But I don't see it happening. I really like using the people I like to use. Alright, we'll do one tackle. Hopefully it doesn't kill. We're gonna need to buy more Pokeballs already. Shadow Shed. Yeah, there's a lot of shadow moves in this game. Okay, that didn't do nearly as much as I thought. Okay, we're gonna do this then. I didn't mention this, but the Teddiursa is a guaranteed catch. So, just chuck the Pokeball and you're good to go. You may be forced to. Maybe you can kill it. Would you lose? No, sir. Okay, so for his interesting dialogue, when you re-talk to him, Oh, well, that machine you have on your arm is quite the get up. The way it lights pulse and all, it's mighty impressive, whatever it is. Thought for a second there that you'd taken my Pokemon. You know, lad, ever since I battled with you, I've been missing a Pokemon. It's an important, even precious even Pokemon I'd gotten as a gift. Do you have any idea what became of it? Nope. Sorry. No clue. Oh, I did not actually realize there was a building here too. Oh yeah, the Magnemite. So wait, you've lived here for many years and you've never seen it? I thought the guy comes fairly frequently. You have a picture of a Pikachu and a Ludicolo on your wall. This place looks very comfy to live in. Like, I do feel like I would like something like a studio-like apartment-like. I would like that. But at the same time, I've heard that studio apartments are awful. Because I don't think you really get a kitchen area. But I like the idea of being forced to only have what you need. When you have too much storage space, you keep too much crap. I didn't even see. Are there Pokeballs here? I hope so. There aren't. Uh-oh. Another good thing about this game is you can save anywhere. Sorry, Carl. There goes my old save. Although, you, at this point, I think you would have seen some footage from the last game. If not, roll footage of all my Pokemon's names from the last game. His name's always P2 Klinko. And XJ625. Quackball. Version 2.1. 3 out of 10 stud. XY90. 5 or 6. Cricksaw. Mofat. Vroog. Lemon Squeeze. RS King. B2J9. Mute Yell. Fire Demon. And M2 Cryocat. Yeah. Weren't those pretty cool? I didn't mean to step on that. But so that's what you can expect out of names for this run. Just whatever my brain comes up with at that point in time, Pokemon gets named that. However, one of the names, I will name the same thing again. It is his name. Good old P2 Klinko. Oh, hey look, 3 Pokeballs. I don't remember ever having to fight Pokeballs early. Does this elevator work? It does. Right here is where some battle happens late in the game. And by late, I mean late. The last battle. You look like a trainer to me. Okay, so our last dude didn't look like a tough trainer, but this guy clearly looks like a trainer. So we need to determine, does this guy look like a tougher trainer than our last guy. And Q Shadow Pokemon. I love that they give you some Shadow Pokemon this early. Oh, it's a Poochyena. I thought this was Tailo. I thought about maybe training up Tailo in this game because like Swellow is pretty dang good early on. Got all old. Hopefully no crit. Oh, I should do Lick. Go for a Paralyze. That's another thing that would be very useful this game, but I honestly don't do it usually. Have some Pokemon that can paralyze or put to sleep just for catching purposes. Thank goodness the catch chances in this game are way better than the last game. You join some organization. Who do you fight to get the Tailo? Is Tailo a shadow Pokemon? You would think I would know because I, just recently showed you all the footage of all the shadow Pokemon I had up to that point in the game. There could be, I think there might just be another trainer randomly in here. Awakenings are the most worthless item in this game. There is never a reason to use them. Normally I always just walk up. So I made up Tailo, not a shadow Pokemon in this game. Interesting. It would be a fun Pokemon to use early on. Gets Wing Attack fairly early, evolves early. Wub Wub, explain what's happening. I've been through something like that before, but who would have thought it'd happen again? Is this one of the people that's in the last game? I don't remember. All right, back to HQ. Oh yeah, epic music still going. I like to think that he's just been standing here waiting the whole time. Let's take a look at... We got a gentle Teddy Ursa. I sometimes use Ursaring. I won't this time. I want to use maybe you a bit. What's your stats look like? Like Teddy Ursa has a lot of attack and speed for this point in the game. But having a random Mighty Ina sounds kind of fun. I don't remember where I go after this. Oh, I think I go to Agate Village. Yeah, oh, definitely I go to Agate Village, I think. A lot of combination of confidence and not in those sentences. Right, I should keep my Teddy Ursa in the front row. Because you have to purify someone to move on. What are you holding? Super potion. Oh, do you have the pickup ability? Fantastic. I love the pickup ability. One thing I did in my most recent playthrough of Omega Ruby, I caught 5 Zigzagoons with pickup and just kept them in my party for a long time. After every battle, you at least get 1-2 items, like, just non-stop. Like, this guy's just watching these little balls jump around. There's a lot of things in that lab that if you look at them closely, I don't know if they're actually serving a purpose. Like next to the snag machine area, there's just pistons going up and down. Sweet, sweet, sweet victory. So now we can go in here, I believe, like I was thinking in the last game. She can teach different moves. No one can learn that, obviously, but Thunderwave could actually... I might find a shadow Pokemon that can learn that and one I like enough and can learn that. Ooh. Buskin. So there's a hint that it has been years ago since someone's been here to open up Shadow Pokemon. Plur. That did not do much against Oddish. Oh, Machop doesn't have like low kick or anything, and doesn't use it on Teddiursa, and doesn't crit. I thought that would have done way more. Dun, 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 dun. Bow to your skill. Hey, it does look like he's bowing. Do my Pokemon need healed? Yeah. At least like some of the other ones. This isn't. Hello. Oh, right, because here's all the scents. That looks like that should be the Pokemon Center. Alright, let's progress the story a little bit. Don't even know this is how to do it. Below? Yeah, I'm Wub Wub. This calls for my services! Hello, dear. Wub Wub has just arrived. In his day, he was hailed as the greatest trainer, but that's a long time ago. For some reason, I want to say she gives you the experience share, but I can't imagine us getting it this early. We'll do 2 attacks on the same person. Sorry, Eevee. You're not really that good of a Pokemon. I think it'd be cool if, like... Oh, hey, reverse mode. If in Let's Go Eevee or something, they introduced an evolution to Eevee where it just evolved into the exact same Pokemon, only with, like, stats equivalent of all the Eeveelutions. then in all subsequent games there's Eevee, you could just use the like Super Eevee and use, and it would be cool if like, even if it got like Rock Head or something that doesn't really make sense, where it can't take recoil damage, so then you can just be chucking out stab double edges with Eevee. Be really strong. Bellish. Oh, most impressive indeed. I love the names in this game. TM09. Pet Roar. Bullet Seed. Why am I booting up? Shadow Pokemon can't learn it. Eevee's not gonna learn it. I love this city so much. I love all the different paths you can take. Look, a Tailo. Can I steal it? I almost want to say Name Raider is here. That's the daycare. I don't remember ever using the daycare. Well, that's not entirely true. I usually shove one Pokemon I don't care about in the daycare, and if I remember, it's fun to see how many levels they grow by the end. Well, let's go talk to the low-tech lady. I don't know if I've ever gone down here. Oh, we can go talk to this guy. This poor guy. I don't know if this area was here. There's no path out of the village this way. He just gets lost every time. You'll find him just in the odd corners of the village. Also, what is with this shirt, if you can call it that? Like, it has to just be like glued onto his sides because there's nothing on his front. So one variable thing about this Eevee is, depending on how much you've run around, which I think I've run around quite a bit this game, he might evolve into Espeon here. But if you are just going, making a beeline for the plot, it might take till 13, which is significantly later. There's quite a few battles difference. All right, Teddiursa is easily going to be ready. I have had it once where I just skipped everything, and so had to run around quite a bit to finish up Teddiursa. see. Does Eevee evolve? Indeed. I have played through this game, I think one time with a different Eeveelution. I couldn't even tell you which one it was, but I do think I used one. Maybe it was Jolteon, so I had Thunder Wave. I did not enjoy it as much. That is some really good special attack. Huh. I still have not made it to a Pokemon Center. It's right there. It's right there, but I can't see it. Teddiursa should get enough just by walking to the stone. So we're gonna use Puccina. Well, no, because I don't need a dark type. Espeon has Bite. And it will be better with it because it's special. Never mind. You're terrible in this game. Well, Ladybug's no better, so we'll just keep Teddiursa out. There are plenty of much better Pokemon in this game. Actually, Teddiursa is pretty dang good. And like, Ursaring is way better than I thought she was. He was. It is. And in this game, it gets Return, so it just hits like a truck. And now, Espeon was just gonna one-shot everything. God, Espeon's great. One thing I don't know about Shadow moves. I don't know if it can be like double super effective or if it just calculates a single super effective, regardless of if they're a dual type. Because that seems like it'd be too good if like every dual type it's 4 times super effective. And I don't feel like it does that much damage. All right, let's switch Ladybug in. I think the next round of Shadow Pokemon we get are a very good group of Shadow Pokemon. So these 3 is good to purify as soon as possible. Ooh, you get Aerial Ace. If only your stats were even semi-good, I would like Ladybug. They're just so bad. That was good. Yeah, let's see how it compares with Shadow Blitz. Lotad survived. All right, Ladybug. I see you. I'm hearing you. You're making your case. Unfortunately, your application is auto-denied by our AI filter. So, no, I cannot tell you why. Joel's. I love gauntlets of battles in video games. Unless they don't give you experience. Then I do not like them. Ladybug, if you crit this aerial ace and kill Cacnea in one hit, I will train you until you become a lady. So close, Ladybug, but so far. Comment down below if you think Ladybug deserves to be evolved for that showing against Cacnea. Oh dear, oh me, oh my. That Ladybug of yours is impressive. The legendary trainer. He can beat me, but only him. I'm Kron. Let's see what this legendary trainer. Uh-huh. Okay. You must be the terror of the preschool with that team. This will be kind of embarrassing if Teddy Ursa isn't ready to purify when we get there. Hot battle that was. Oh, you give me the Clognan case. Oh yeah, this is the poison. Wub Wub, welcome. The one Pokemon that I caught as my first and that has stayed with me ever since. Go Pikachu, off in their first battle in 5 years. Well, this Pikachu, I believe, was like level 50 before. So let's see what you've done in the meantime. It's level 12. Egan? Don't think that's the same Pikachu. I think someone replaced your Pikachu without you knowing. Well, now we're all just status effect up. Maybe he's so legendary that he can alter the level of his Pokemon as he deems. Then in Pokemon Coliseum, he just threw the battle. Interesting. But if I do this... Oh, hey, look. He has another item. No, he's not actually quite ready. Fine. One battle. But it is cool that already you could just infinitely battle these people. That's gonna hurt, actually. Oh, and Espeon's still paralyzed. Get through. Okay, we're gonna have to heal it. It would be awesome if we could get a Abra with all the elemental punches in this game. I would absolutely use that. This battle is a train wreck. All right, now he should be ready. What? Oh wait, it'll tell me. Well, one of the Pokemon's about to die, but... Bye, Ladybug. Normally I just run around the relic tower up above, but he won't let me past. There, I forget. That was only enough for one level. Yep, gotta give a name. Alright, I'm feeling BMO. So another great thing about, well, both games kind of do this. Already heading to Mount Battle. And I will be spending a lot more time in this Mount Battle than the other one. Did you heal up my Pokemon? No. I can heal up in Mount Battle. But I do think this is where I will end this first episode. Second episode will be out pretty shortly after this anyway, but this is a good stopping point as soon as I'm done with this dialogue. Didn't we meet at Gatian Port? Have you come to train? This is an excellent place for people to train. I've trained here myself. Back then, I only sought to become more powerful. I didn't need any other reason. As a result, I attained this status, but now I've taken to questioning my motive for gaining power. I wonder what I'm fighting for. I ponder if I'm putting my Pokemon under cruel stress. That's why I urge you to look into yourself. Ask yourself why you want to become stronger before you take that path. Alright, next episode we'll be doing some Mount Battle. See you then.